Are we live?
We are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this brand new initiative that we are uh, going to collaborate on. My name is Donna Guerin. I'm founder of Global Lighthouse Studios. We connect teachers and students around the world through the lens of music and the arts. And I'm joined here by my collaborator and co-host.
Dan Roeder, Chief Academic Officer of the David Z Foundation, and we transform lives through the magic of music. Wow, Donna, we haven't done that little bit, in a hot minute, huh? This is
Yes, I
so
know
exciting.
it's been a while. So yeah, I'm super excited to get going again and start the new year. And I'm really excited about this new collaborative idea that we came up with to kind of, you know, uh, branch off from the traditional medley music program that we've been doing and just kind of embrace it more on a global scale, which is what we're trying to do. And maybe, Dan, maybe you can like describe a little bit about this Sister Cities program that we kind of came up with and talk about a little bit about the program.
Yeah, I think we kind of arrived at it serendipitously, synchronistically. Is that a word? No. It was a synchronicity. We'll say that. Where in Spokane, Washington, I realized just as I was out on a run that we have five sister cities in Spokane. So one is in Ireland, one is in Japan, one is I don't remember where the other three are, but that's okay. I'm two for five. But we do have like these official sister cities, and so it prompted me to look up like what does this mean? What is a sister city? And lo and behold, there is a website called sistercities.org where you can find out where your sister city is if you're watching this. And it also came from just on my end, and I'd love to hear like I know we came up with this kind of like together and at the same time. It was interesting. I was talking with my friend Sarah, who lives in Seattle, and she was a really close friend from undergrad and still is a very close friend. I just talked with her yesterday. I'm actually trying to get her on board. Hint, hint, wink, wink, Polly, to do some writing for our newsletters and get that going at David Z Foundation. And her church actually, it's called like the salt. It's like the salt of the earth or something like that. It's something with salt in Seattle, and it is actually surrounded by in one part of their campus, a place that has a lot of residents and people who moved here from Uganda years ago. And so it was just interesting. I'm like, huh, we know some people in Uganda, don't we, Donna? Passing the
Yes.
mic back to you.
Yes, we do happen to know somebody in Uganda, and his name is Bold Bonnie. And we have been years in the making, but we are moments away from the opening of Guerin Academy, which is going to be opening in the Sarati district in Uganda. And we are so excited. It's really been a labor of love and quite the community feel of being able to make this school come to fruition. And so we said, okay, well, let's see what we can do to help support Guerin Academy as it approaches its opening here in February of 2025, which is just a few days
Wow,
away.
like in 2 days, yeah.
Unbelievable. So yeah, so I thought, well, what a perfect way for us to launch our Sister City program with our school in Uganda. And then also with a school that we've worked with before in Israel, because Israel happens to be one of the sister cities that belongs to Uganda. So we
Jeez,
thought, so here is Zvi, and he's made it, and we're
this
so
is gonna
excited to have
be.
him. So welcome, Zvi, from Afik
Hi.
School in Israel. And I was just telling everyone that perfect way to launch our sister cities initiative with Uganda than with a school in Israel because that's one of their
Amazing.
sister countries. So welcome, and it would be great if you could just introduce yourself and maybe just tell a little bit about your experience working with both David Z and Global Lighthouse and creating music together.
So my name is Zvi. I'm an English teacher for upper middle school and high school students who are special education students who have mental health issues, but they're cognitively totally like any other group of students in the world. They're very talented. We had the unbelievable, right, amazing opportunity to work with David Z and the Global Lighthouse Academy, where program projects where we did project-based learning in making music and making games and all sorts of different fun activities to enhance the learning experience and increase motivation and participation within the students, making learning fun through projects, which we definitely believe in, which goes right into what Global Lighthouse and David Z is a part of their thing.
Wonderful. And Daniel, if you want to just talk a little bit about the special nature of the school in Israel and what they built there, just for a second, while I.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, first I gotta say, Donna, that was a really smooth transition because it's actually interesting being on just the guest side of Restream because all I see is that I was in the studio. I thought it was just like me and Donna like shooting the breeze and stuff. And then you're like, well, we have another one in Israel. And it's like, wow. Zvi, it's so good to see you. But yeah, so the students there have the collective heart of gold. You know, it's just every single moment of that program, I had a smile on my face, even during the difficult ones, especially like sometimes when you're doing international work. Um, it's really difficult to just connect. You know, that's the number one thing we have to do, just kind of expanding and abstracting that a little bit too is when we feel like we're at odds with each other, or when we feel like we're just lost, or when we feel lonely, or when we feel frustrated or upset. That's the baseline. Go back to connection. You know, like just connect. And so that was just always when we could physically connect, like through the Wi-Fi signal and all the Internet of Things, the connection with the students was always just instant. You know, it was just like, all right, let's get to work. And it was student led, and that was the most impressive thing. And one of the projects that Don is mentioning is the student led project that they created a David Z corner, um, and in honor of David Z, who is this whole foundation is in his legacy and memory. David was is Polly's brother, and he was the uh, bass player for the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. He was in Adrenaline Mob when he was on tour. Unfortunately, in 2017, he was killed on tour in an accident. And then before that, just like I was blessed to have been able to actually meet David very one time briefly, and I could see how Paulie describes him. That music is just um, infused in everything that he did, and so that's the corner that these students in Israel built is a place for people to just take a breath, unwind, sit in, a corner. And it's actually like facing a wall. You're facing away from everything else that can so easily distract us. And then you just have time to sit, you can listen to music, no questions asked. There's just like, I need a timeout. I need to, if only we could do that in life, at every moment from childhood to, uh, uh, our wisdom years. If we could just kind of be able to have that level of self-advocacy to say, I need a break before I break something. Like sometimes I feel like that. And that's as a public school teacher in the U.S. One of the things that I always buck the system, I'm usually like pretty supportive, but I always buck the system on, hey, we got to take that music away from kids. Like they would have earbuds in or something, or they would put on their headphones when they're doing independent work time. And I'm like, is that really in our best interest if we're really wanting to educate and not just
Yeah.
placate? And, I don't know, I'm about to hop on a soapbox, so I'm going to stop that. But just it goes to show that whatever it takes, if it's music, if it is, um, silence, if it's meditation, if it's prayer, if it is talking to a friend, if it is going and kicking around a soccer ball, we have patterns of exertion and recuperation that we need physically to learn. And that's why the classroom, like the standard classroom, is not set up in the most ideal way for that. If we look at our biorhythms of eating and sleeping and resting and communicating and everything like that, nowhere in our neuro-linguistic programming does it say the best thing to do is to go sit for 7 hours in the same place and be in compliance mode. So that you're going to learn a lot that way.
Yeah.
No.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
All right,
Right.
back to you, Donna, before I say something.
Yes. So music and arts to me is just, it's such a great connector, and just that's why I chose to focus on that with Global Lighthouse Studios, because music and arts is for everyone, and it's just such a great cultural connector piece. And so I just want to talk a little bit about what this program is that we've kind of dreamed up together. But basically, what we're envisioning is having these sister cities or sister countries, or however you would like to look at it, work together and be able to enable all the classrooms that are participating to be part of the music program. So whether that's developing a song, each group developing a song, or if it's creating a song together with those schools that are involved, we're kind of piloting this so we can kind of do whatever we want, which is kind of what I like about Global Lighthouse Studios. I can kind of do whatever I want. So like I said, to start with, we're going to start with Uganda, which I'm going to just put up a little QR code if you're interested in supporting Garen Academy as it opens here in Uganda. There's a QR code there if you'd like to be able to help them as they start out their journey. But I'd also like to say that we would like to connect Garen Academy in Uganda, as they are just beginning, with Afik School in Israel, and also with a school to be named, or a church that is in the state of Washington, which I believe someone might know something about. So on this call, I'm not sure who that is, but
No, I have an idea. This is actually really cool. I have a Mondo idea that like a download. So one of the things that I'm doing here in Spokane, Washington, is I've partnered with the Spokane Central Library, and I have an open mic night it's an open mic afternoon that is centered around school age youth. And that's what we wanted to make it family friendly. We wanted to make it beginner friendly and low stakes. So it's from 3:30 to 5 on the first and third Wednesdays of the month. We have one next week, and it would be so incredible to um, identify a classroom. We already have a program to gift to a classroom if we kind of center on the Cheney and Spokane areas. And you know what I just downloaded in my brain, Donna? Guess who has a connection to Cheney, Washington? She has blue
oh,
hair.
I think I might know who you're talking about. I think that
Yeah,
might be Lady
so
Rocket.
we could write a song about space. And Zvi, this is all just happening in real time. Do your students have any interest in like space exploration or physics?
Sure,
You know,
of course.
that could be really cool.
We inquired, we tried to connect to people, and we did not succeed. Maybe you guys, if you have
In
connections,
space?
I tried to connect.
Oh, guess
Oh,
what? I have some airboats floating
In
around in outer
space,
space right now, and so does Maria. So we'll talk about that. It's on its way to the moon. It'll be there in March. Like seriously, I'm not making
wow.
that up. And here, Donna, let me text that to you, and you can show it because we can show it now, and I can talk a little bit about this. See what all the things that we do in real time. Isn't this fun?
yes, I love
It's
this.
called
Yes, and so
collaboration. Yeah.
welcome to the inside of our brains as we pilot this program that we're literally creating on the fly. But we welcome anyone who would like to message us. We would love your input if you are. A city or a country or a school that's interested in this Sister Cities program. We would love to, make the connection for you and create that program for you, because I know for myself with Global Lighthouse Studios, if I could wrap my hands around the world and connect everyone through music and the arts, I would. So please, the chat should be open. And so if you are listening in from anywhere in the world and you are interested in getting this type of programming to your school, please let us know. And we would love to connect you with a sister city or sister country. Again, we're kind of making this up and broadening it out a little bit, but I think the premise is just wonderful. I love connecting people, and I love connecting it with space, of course, because
Of
space is
course.
something that I'm very focused on right now, as I'm doing quite a bit of work with Copernic Space and Lady Rocket Foundation, and I know she embraces the arts as well. So I think this could be a wonderful connection.
All right, Donna, I just emailed it to you, and I emailed you not just the picture of it, but the dynamic version that's actually on the rocket to the moon. So if you want to go ahead and open that, you have to share a window. What do I say? You know what to do on Restream. I'm so proud of you. That this is next level, and you're just like, oh,
Whoa.
and here's the creator code, and like now I'm gonna share. Oh,
Yes, I don't know what just happened. I literally lost my
I I
screen.
jinxed it.
Oh,
I jinxed
oh
it.
no. Did you try to
I'm
turn off
sorry.
my, you
No, I
turned
didn't do
off my,
anything.
I don't know what just happened. Something, I just lost
I'm
something.
I don't know. I'm just a guest.
Okay, well, you can just talk for just a minute while I try to figure out what just happened to my background.
I will. I'll try not to compliment you again, Donna. I was just really impressed. I don't know
Oh
what's happening
goodness,
either. But yeah,
I
let me
don't know.
talk about where this came from. So I'm actually in Cheney, Washington right now at the Starbucks. Um, and I'm actually I pitched to them. Polly is filming three, not one, not two, but three music videos in Colombia, starting like tomorrow. And on the second and the third, I know the ones we've been working on. But like Polly does, he his video, you'll kind of get a kick out of this. He picked up a third school, kind of like en route. And it's yeah. So I'm
That's
really excited to be doing that. And the schools, so we have one in Sofia, and then one in Armenia. And they're just these beautiful, beautiful programs that have flourished in a very short amount of time. And I'm excited to see how the students do with the film days and putting it all together. They're excited about it. But but anyway, Donald, welcome back. And
Yes, thank
now
you. I'm not, I'm not really sure where I went, but we'll just
oh,
roll
I
with
was
it.
just to kind of close the loop. I was showing the Starbucks logo. So I'm actually here. All of these songs in Colombia are about the environment, and they were inspired by one of the videos we did in Malaysia, Make the Change. And it's interesting. Like right now, Starbucks. Sorry. But Starbucks has an initiative where they are really trying to get people to stop using the paper cups. And so they're giving this incentive of like free refills if you use the in-store mug. So I'm about
that's good.
it's amazing. And so I naturally just asked about it yesterday. I'm like, is this new? And they said, no, we were doing it years ago, but nobody knew about it. I'm like, that's the purpose of
Right.
amplification. And, like as soon as they put just, I saw it in action and they started recommending it from the counter. I was like, oh yeah, that sounds great. So anyway, um, so this is, let's see, I can't see the bottom.
Let's
Is
see if
it
I can do
scrollable?
that.
Yeah.
It's not scrollable. Let me keep working on it. Just one second.
Okay, yeah, but just to kind of explain what this came from, um, this was sort of from a chance DM. Oh yeah, that's a better view of the intention.
Okay.
So you can see, like we did, David just scrolled to the left. That was David Z. That is David Z. That's the image of David, and then below, you have this young child hugging a violin, and then all the children, down below, and then over to the right, we've got Global Lighthouse Studios represented, and then an artist named Taichi who is like placing artwork on the moon. So this is a collaboration between four different entities. Some are artists and some are nonprofits and some are combinations of that. So we've got David Z on the left. Tai Chi is the one on the right. It's a little white circle with a heart in it. And she's a Croatian artist that I toured with from 2013 to 2015. And just dear friend, I just texted her yesterday about all the things that were going on, like the We Are the World um, uh, live remake that we did this last weekend down in Anaheim. And then the next one is Chantel, who wrote the song Impossible. She's collaborated with Rihanna on some things, and she's also originally from Barbados. I think lore has it that she was Rihanna's drill instructor. I need to confirm that. I'm pretty sure, but I'm pretty sure she's the one who told me that. And then the one on the right, obviously Donna. So if you go ahead and click on yours, Donna, just click on the Global Lighthouse. It will open up your link tree, or I guess your
Wow.
website, whatever link. So that your whole website and brand is going to the moon, and so that means you are also going to the moon. So you can tell the kids that because you are gonna. If you go back and click on ours, if you go back to the PDF,
Okay, hang on.
however you do that, you got this.
I
You're so
got
much
this.
faster than me at this stuff, Donna. I'm impressed. So yeah, click on David Z. I just put our link tree up there. So then go ahead and click on the YouTube.
Okay.
Yep. And then that will get us, a direct link. Oh, did it open in a different window or something?
Uh, oh, here,
Or a
share
different
this
tab?
tab. I'm working on
Yeah.
it. I'm getting there.
No,
There you
you're
go.
good. So then 2 clicks and you're going from the moon all the way to Zvi and the students' music videos. And all the rest of the music videos. And you see the We Are the World live. That's our most recent one. But yeah, can you go find V, the thumbnail of
Uh,
it? I think it would
yes.
be cool because
Uh,
I think he lost signal, but then we can show him the recording and something he can show to the students. They're right there.
there they are.
So yeah, they wrote a song about, hey, even if we misunderstand each other, let's agree to be kind. That's kind of the gist of that song. And it's just saying that like kindness predates any of this, yeah, any of the conflict that we have. Kindness came first. Kindness and connection, um, you know, being part of humanity. That's our common ground that we all live in. So anyway, I'm excited to finally be able to talk about that because one of the things that Lady Rocket always tells us and instructs us is that it's so important that we figure out for ourselves how we're going to leverage this for philanthropy and for supporting our mission and our vision and our purpose. So that is called it's my first piece of digital art. It's my first NFT that I've ever made, and it's called Lunar Transformations.
I love it. And I think it's great to be able to share this here because, I mean, it's quite incredible that we're going to have a piece of our foundations as well as students' work around the world to be a part of history, right? And so, like we said, the launch was on January 15th. And I know there's a big celebration happening at Kennedy Space Center on February 8th to celebrate its as its journey to the moon. I believe it lands on March 2nd, but I'm not exact on that. But
Yeah.
it's so incredible to me. And so, yeah, I mean, everyone around the world, if you're interested in being a part of history and you would like to have your student artwork be forever known, I mean, it's quite an incredible feat. And
This
so,
just in.
yes.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just
I,
going to say, I was just going to share the news about Garen Academy. I just wanted to see if I can share that for just a second, just because it's been quite a journey for them. And so, as we said, we're going to be starting with Garen Academy first to team up with Israel and someplace in the state of Washington. And so, they've really made it such a community effort, and it's such a just a wonderful feeling to be a part of again a part of history, right? And so they really came together as a community. They couldn't have done it without the people in that community and the students that are so excited to be able to start in February here with this building. And so I just want to give a big shout out to Bonnie. I know I don't believe he can join us here today, but I just wanted to give a shout out to him because he is really doing quite incredible things in the Sorati district in Uganda for the students there. So I just want to go
Yeah,
ahead and put that out there.
I'm so proud of you. Like that's thank you for sharing that, Donna. And you've got to feel so proud of Bonnie and Jake and all of the people that have been part of that story. And it's got to be just this feeling of awe, come February 1st when they open the gates. So yeah, do you have you had a way that we can support, right? If we can have
Uh,
people it, or
oh,
I'm
yes.
sure, yeah, right
Um, I,
there, right? So
yes, let me share the QR code because that's an easier
yeah,
way. But yes, I mean, I wanted to just also say that my own family, the Guerin family, is both honored and just so excited to be a part of this whole thing. And, I always talk about my Global Lighthouse family, and they really have, my own family has become a part of the Global Lighthouse family. And we cannot wait to someday be able to visit this school because it's really quite incredible. And I want everyone to know out there too that that's how the David Z Foundation is. That's why I partner up with them because we really do treat our students and our teachers and our classrooms as family members, and we just are always looking to expand our family and make those cultural connections for anyone who would be interested. So we'll get started as soon as tomorrow,
yeah.
on this because I think it's just such a wonderful way to be able to connect people um, all over the world.
Yeah, well, I'm really excited, and I actually have an idea too. So we'll have some back channel conversations with Lady Rocket, and I do need to get the go ahead from the Spokane Central Library. It's an idea we've had. We just didn't identify a school yet, but one of the things that is pretty cool to highlight, whether or not we do the program there or not, is that they have a state-of-the-art recording studio. So I'm thinking we reach out to Bet's school in Cheney, Washington, and work with some elementary students on space, and then we connect all the dots, and then they'll be able to record their song in a state-of-the-art recording studio right here in Spokane, which is only a hop, skip, and a jump, and then an extra mile from Cheney. So I think let's kind of well, we just invented a program, and that's good for a less than half hour live, right?
Right, exactly. And so I'm just going to put that there in the chat. We're just calling it Sister Cities. I'm going to call it Sister Cities. Uh, what
We
is
need
it?
more alliteration. Sister Cities, no, it's not. Sister City Serenade.
Sister
No,
Cities Serenade.
maybe not. Sister Serenade
No,
sounds good,
maybe,
but
maybe yes.
you
The
know
Sister
how obsessed we
Cities
are with alliteration, Donna. Come on.
International. There we go.
Okay, that
A
one.
collaborative. I'm just going to write it here. A collaborative initiative. Oops. Between Global Lighthouse Studios and the David Z Foundation. There it is. Now it's a thing. See.
There, you just made that thought become a thing.
And so again, I mean, wherever you're tuning in from, anywhere, if you are interested in learning more about this, or if you don't even know where to start, but you do know that you would love to create some music with some students, we would love to connect you, and we would love you to be a part of our program. So you can reach out to either myself or to Dan at David Z, and you can find us on social media, pretty much on any channel, and we would love to collaborate with you.
I do miss doing these live things. I think we got to just keep going. Let's do it. But one of the other things that I think we have on the horizon is a reschedule of a workshop that we, for just scheduling reasons, couldn't do in December. And this could be the perfect opportunity. If any of this is pinging for anybody watching, we'll make sure to have a call for sign up for this workshop where we'll be using FanLab for education, and we'll do a walkthrough. Hey, Zvi, we'll do a walkthrough of the process, and this is a very simple, let's get our creative minds going, and let's, whatever you want to use that song to learn. Music has, these academic qualities to it. It helps us remember things through mnemonics. It also has this mental health quality to it that it helps us really engage our full brain and our thinking. So that's actually a really good segue to pass the mic back to Zvi. I saw the deep head nod, on the mental health piece. So yeah, what are your thoughts, Zvi?
The mental health, it's like what you said before. Some people connect to music, some people have to kick a ball around, some people like prayer, some people like to draw and do everybody has their own thing, but it all comes down to ways of navigating through difficult times and enjoying good times. And it's important that students are exposed to all different forms of doing that and try using different things and trial and error and finding things that they like which are relaxing and can help them connect themselves to what's going on.
I love it. So again, Sister Cities, you heard it here for the first time. Sister Cities International. Let's just call it that. Let's just go there. Sister Cities International. We're
I like it.
developing the program on the fly, and we would love to have you join us. And we're going to pilot it with Uganda, Israel, and the state of Washington, thinking about possibility of including space as our overall theme. And thank you for everyone for contributing to helping us to make this initiative a reality. And stay tuned for more information.
Thank you. Have a
All
wonderful
right.
day.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
everyone.
Thanks,
All right.
Don. Thank
Until
you.
next
Good to see you
time.
again.